Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Hey everyone, good evening. Thanks everyone for joining. Welcome back to our Tokyo sessions. We're going to go for a good 2 hours until 8:30, and we're going to watch the futures market open. We're going to go over some quick news today and do a top-down analysis on gold, and we'll see how everything is moving. I hope everyone had a great weekend, and we're going to get started in 2 minutes, okay? So I'm just going to get ready, guys, and in 2 minutes, we're going to be taking off.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Never Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.
Hey everyone, welcome. How is everyone doing? Just got to hit the record button. My bad, guys. I'm behind
Recording
today.
in progress.
Okay, there we go. How's everybody doing? Welcome, guys. Welcome to Stocks Never Trading. My name is Ron. My partner is Dave. It's almost 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and last time I checked, today is Monday, March 30th. So thanks everyone for joining. We're almost done the month of March. Remember, we have April Fools coming up, so don't get fooled in the markets on that day. Be careful trading, and let's make the best of the new month coming up. And it's midweek this week, and there's also NFP Friday. Do not forget, guys, we'll have that live with you guys for a good Friday session, okay? And tonight we're gonna break down the markets quickly. I'm not going to go through the entire Forex Factory and earnings schedule for the entire week because I want you guys to start getting in the habit of doing this, preparing yourself for the entire week. You can do it on a Sunday. You can do it on a Monday morning. Just quickly go through Forex Factory, highlight the key days that have the high impact news, highlight the earnings, pre-market, after hours, those big names that you guys know, and so that you know how to navigate and trade around the high impact news, okay? Hope everyone is well rested, and we're gonna get started right now. So first thing is, again, Forex Factory. I'm trading the Tokyo futures market Monday. I'll just go over again what type of news we had today. Fed Chair Powell spoke today at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. If this is what we use, this financial juice, where we get our news information on the left side of my chart over here. So if you scroll up to earlier this morning around 10:30, you're going to start to see all of his remarks. So you can see when he gets started speaking. And like as we move down, we're going to start to see Fed Chair Powell. Here he is. So Fed's Powell right now. And here are all his remarks from the earlier session. So this is a nice little summary. If you didn't get to hear it, see it, maybe you're just starting your trading right now, this is great. So you just can read it real quick. He started the remarks. We are committed to getting inflation back to 2% on a sustained basis. Tariff inflation is a one-time price increase. So this is all have to do with monetary policy, the US dollar. The market moves with Powell and Trump whenever they talk. So this is as a leading indicator, guys, you should know when Powell is speaking or Donald Trump is speaking. We have to follow the markets because it's very volatile. So you can see he kept speaking through 11 a.m. and then he finished up. But that's a good way, guys. If you missed it, that's a quick little way how to see exactly what was said, okay? And in our session, we're gonna do a little Tokyo. So we got some Japanese news coming out, unemployment rate in Japan. We're not trading the yen, so I don't think we're gonna have too much impact with gold, what we're doing. But if you're trading the yen, New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, this is at the other side of the world. This is their morning. This is their Wall Street, basically. This is their 9 a.m. The markets, banks are opening up. We're on the other side of the world over here in Canada. So, but that's the beauty about trading is you can trade 24 hours around the world. Like, I can get up 2 a.m. Eastern in the middle of the night and trade London, European markets. I can get up very early, 7, 8 a.m. and I'm trading the North American market. So for you guys, might be great for you guys at this time. For me, it's 6:30 p.m., which is nice time too, okay? So I love doing Tokyo sessions. That's why here at SST, I mix it up. Couple weeks of Tokyo, couple weeks back in New York, couple weeks Tokyo, couple weeks in New York. Dave does steady New York sessions throughout the week with all of the snipers in the live Zoom rooms and the Discord, okay? So that's our news today, tonight. And if you go through the entire week, main day, guys, is Friday, okay? Friday, the first Friday of every month, right there, NFP Friday. Don't fool around with this morning, guys. We'll be live with us, but that's a big day on a Friday, and it's an NFP, so very volatile. With all of the other European banks being closed for Good Friday. Okay, earnings real quick. Just this morning, you can look at pre-market, no big names. This was after hours right here. Tomorrow morning, I'm just looking in tomorrow morning, no big names tomorrow morning. Tomorrow after hours, just Nike, basically, okay? And then you can go through the entire week as well and highlight the days pre-market or after hours with a big name. And big names are your top securities, Apple, Nvidia, Bank of America, Walmart, Costco, those type of names, okay? Those are the names that you got to concentrate on for the particular index you're trading. World news, day-to-day news, what's going on? Let's just see. Gold finds footing near 4,500 as Iran war enters the 5th week. So there's no peace talks. There's a lot of peace talk. Like Donald Trump was saying that there was peace talks. And then he said that this morning that they're going to strike civilian infrastructure. As soon as he said that, the markets took a shit. So you got to be very careful, guys. If you want a leading indicator, subscribe to his Truth Social, and anytime he tweets or makes a post, the markets move. So if you guys want a leading indicator, follow what Trump is saying, okay? Because he makes these markets go up and down with one tweet. So, and he's all over the place with his comments. One day it's peace negotiations. They've obliterated Iran and the Strait of Hormuz is open. And then 10 minutes later, they're back to bombing and there's no Strait of Hormuz is open. And the market is just moving up and down, crazy volatility. So just be careful trading these times in this economic environment we're trading. Just other news. Trump again threatens widespread destruction in Iran if a deal is not reached shortly. That will affect everything globally, economically, in the markets, not just oil and gold, but everything, because everything is correlated with the US dollar. So please be careful trading. US stocks swing through another shaky day as oil prices keep climbing. GM, General Motors, idles the Detroit EV plant, electric vehicle plant here close to my house, Detroit, Michigan, temporarily laying off 1,300 workers. So it's a tough situation to be in. You know, when cost of fuel and diesel and gasoline go up and petrol, then we should be relying on electric vehicles. But electric vehicles aren't doing as well either. There's no big infrastructure set up for EVs. And you can see that plants are laying off electric vehicle employees, 1,300 workers in Detroit. So in my opinion, guys, if you're searching for a car, I love gasoline cars, you know, like diesel, petrol, whatever. I'm not a big fan of EV. Go in the middle, hybrid. Hybrid cars are very popular, and plants are very busy building hybrid cars. I believe that that's going to be the future, hybrid. And that's our news, okay? And just continue going forward, guys. We sent out a couple of signals in Discord. Great setups, guys. If you guys caught this short on NASDAQ, unbelievable setup. So we were looking for sells below a nice psychological level, which was a static level of 23,250. As it came down, we're waiting for retracements come up, and there it is. There's a wick rejection, continue push down. It comes back up. Again, equal highs. Guys, if you look at those wicks and you drew a line, you guys know what equal tweezer top highs are, and then there it pushed down again. You could have entered right here, stop loss above those equal highs, and then you cut the second leg push, bigger volume. That could have met your daily goal today with just following this NASDAQ signal, and it ended up running for a good 250 pips. So that's basically a daily goal for most traders, and just got to watch that area, watch what's happening, understand wick analysis, understand the bodies, understand if volume is closing above or below, and that's what we're going to try and teach with you guys, okay? There was also commodities, some gold signals that were sent out earlier. Beautiful buy on gold, like right here. We're looking for buys 6 a.m. above this level right here. So we're looking for 45.35. See how the volume was just consolidating, where it was just going bullish, bearish? Right there, we got some bars closing, but no real push to fill those wicks. Coming back down, just consolidating, flagging right above that. So again, you should be patiently watching, waiting, and then when you get your bars, oh shit, that's not a good clear picture there. But when you get your bars, there it is. So there it is. So now that you get your closing bar and then you get a retest, beautiful. Like if you were buying anywhere in here, stop loss below there, but we give a suggested bigger stop loss for the bigger reward, right? And then their candles are doing their jobs, filling that wick and continuing to go high. That's a nice big bullish candle. You can cut a point of control, have a trailing stop loss, and continuing to follow that move. And that was a gold buy for good pips right there, just breaking out for 350 pips. Like basically, those are daily goals for most intraday traders, even beyond daily goals. That could be weekly goals for most traders, okay? So if you want signals, trade setups, we do offer these in our program daily, Monday to Friday, depending on market conditions, okay? And guys, also, there's a free Telegram link real quick pinned at the top of YouTube, guys. This is where we give you all of our links to all of our live upcoming sessions. Guys, if you saw yesterday, maybe I uploaded yesterday's coming this too early, and you guys thought it was yesterday, but when you guys thought it was still Sunday night. So what I'm going to do is, instead of doing these too early, I'll do them like Monday morning, so you guys don't get confused, because I saw some of you guys were confused. You guys were waiting for the session yesterday, and it's still Sunday night over here. So I apologize for that. That was my bad, guys. Then just some analysis on gold and oil. Guys, this was a webinar I hope everybody reads. It's not a webinar, it's a free blog available on our website. It's Anatomy of a Candlestick and Ignited Bar, what I talk about. So I want you guys to learn how to comprehend what I'm saying and understand what an ignited bar is. So there's a good blog right there available to everybody on our website. Also, guys, that's the free Telegram. And then our website, guys, I just want to announce to everybody, we have a stock and options 5-day boot camp, but we added a 6th bonus day. Each day will be minimum 3 hours of non-stop information, learning about the stock and options market. So if this is the time that you guys want to transition and learn a little bit more than just Forex and futures, and you want to learn about stock, options, and investing, this boot camp should cover everything. If you're a beginner, I will cover everything. And what we're offering is the boot camp, 6 days. We're offering a premium 3-month plan that's valued at $500. That gives you the signals, all of our live sessions, all of the education on the website, to be in the Discord with the community, and also a one-on-one with me for a good 90 minutes to 2 hours. And all of that will be for $500. So basically all you're getting charged for is the membership. The boot camp and the one-on-one session with myself will be on the house, free. And I want to get to know you. You get to know me. We can come up with a trading plan for you. You can ask me any questions, but it's going to be limited to spots. This is an early bird. The date when we're going to do this, you see April 20th. I love 420. So we're going to do it the week of April 20. So it gives you guys basically 3 weeks to sign up. And you can sign up. And if you sign up direct with us, we'll give you the 3 weeks included as a bonus, and we'll start your 3-month membership after the boot camp. So basically you're getting 4 months with us and a one-on-one the entire 6-day boot camp and the 3-month membership premium with everything we offer. So it's a great deal if you want to join us. Lifetimers, you guys have it all included. Okay, so it's included in your lifetime plan. But this is, and anyone else that wants to add an additional or extend their membership by 3 months, you're welcome to do that as well. Okay, and everything is on the website. I'll have like a Telegram link for everything. And to show you guys, okay? And the free blog I was talking about is right over here under blogs, and there it is, the anatomy of a candlestick. If everyone can have this read, it'll take you 10 minutes, but I promise you'll learn a lot in there. And just our live sessions this week. So we got our signals Monday to Friday. This is tonight's live Tokyo session. Dave is in New York tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, 8 a.m., 10 a.m. He covers Comex and New York Wall Street. And then us guys will be doing Tokyo sessions all this week. Tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and live NFP early Monday morning. Guys, so don't miss out on the NFP Friday morning. And then your psychological mindset webinar for everyone on the website will be posted. And it's on discipline and consistency in execution. So it's when you're about to take a trade, having a consistent plan about taking a trade. Okay. So guys, thank you guys so much. If you guys are new here, subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, now is the time. Hit that subscribe button so you can join us on a daily basis. And if you guys can hit the like button, we do really appreciate it. Honestly, we really do. Okay. And now, guys, I'm going to get into gold. I want to thank everyone for joining. Welcome everyone on Zoom. Justin, hope you had a great weekend, Justin. Did you watch any of the NCAA basketball games? That Duke and UConn game was unbelievable finish, but I think Michigan is going to clean up. I think Michigan is going to win it all. Conrad, welcome. Thank you, guys. Sergio, welcome. Tony, welcome. Nicholas, thank you. You enjoy the Tokyo sessions. I love them. I could do Tokyo sessions all day, every day. I love these sessions. They're great. Tony, maybe mention the TradingView Easter sale. Yeah, sorry, guys. TradingView, guys, if you know when I always say place a line and add an alert, this is the time. If you haven't upgraded to a TradingView, I believe it's a pro plan to give you all of those like alerts and all of the additional indicators. This is the time. TradingView, I don't work for TradingView, but this is the chart we use, and it's a great opportunity. You get 80% off. I believe it's an Easter week special going on. So guys, check out TradingView. If this is the time, like anytime things are on sale, this is the time. If you want to continue with your trading career, hopefully you all do on this call, take advantage of 80% off on TradingView. You can get their premium or plus plan, and you get all the indicators, you get the trade alerts, you get all the bells and whistles that that they offer, okay? And it's a great opportunity, guys, okay? Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I appreciate that. PC, welcome all the way from Bitola. Oh my God, you're my hometown. Welcome. Danny, thank you, Poland. Yeah, it was a great game. Albania had their chances, but Lewandowski's header was unbelievable. And then that Zelensky, that second goal was unbelievable. Albania had their chances, but they just couldn't close it, right? But the better team goes on. Congratulations to Poland. If you're Polish, you guys are, it was a good game. Fair game. It was a good game. Okay, guys. So what we're going to do now, and everyone on YouTube, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate all of you guys. Rocky Stone, welcome. Renwa, welcome. Alex Meta, thank you for joining. Justin, thank you for being on YouTube as well. Tony Gold, Habibi, thank you for joining. Armin, welcome, brother. Armin, you like this schedule better? Sure, thank you. Then join us all week. We're on Tokyo. Discord link is available for the members when you sign up. It's a private Discord community. That's the way how we want to keep it. We want to keep it private in the Discord. We have a lifetime, we like it like that. Okay, guys. If you want to join it, you're welcome to. If not, YouTube is another community we have for everybody. Okay, guys. Now let's get into this. Welcome, Peter, all the way from Bulgaria. Welcome. Thank you, guys. Okay, so guys, sorry. I had an espresso. If you guys can't tell, I just drank an espresso and I'm flying right now. I had a double espresso shot and I'm flying right now. So if I'm talking fast, I normally talk fast, but you give me a double shot of espresso and I'm going through the roof right now, okay? So I'll try and slow down for everybody. But I can't promise you into that. This espresso is kicking in. So it's doing its job, okay? Because I was tired today. But what we're going to do now is a top-down analysis on gold, okay? And I understand if you guys are in a trade, taking a trade, looking for a trade, I understand. I completely just follow your rules. Let me do my top-down analysis, and then I'll catch up with you guys, and I'll start breaking it down, okay? So I'm going to start off on the daily. Let's get familiar with what gold did this week, last week. Okay, so quick, real things. You know, if you're learning how to do a top down, guys, there's that 3-hour webinar that we did for you guys. We highlighted it. It's free. We took the ads off. So it's a great free webinar for you guys to learn how to do this top down analysis. Okay, so that's the all-time high of gold. And when we find it, we bring a zone right back down to those bodies, make it red, stretch it into the future. You guys know the drill. We saw when it came back up here in early March. And since then, March has been a very bearish month for gold, okay? And now we're consolidating. It's going down, back up, down, back up. So you guys know that this week is a short week. We have FOMC. When I say short week, Good Friday is normally limited volume, but that NFP kicking in could be like the espresso shot on a Friday. So it could pump it up or it could dump it, but that's basically a good analogy of Friday. If we didn't have NFP, I would even be trading Friday, Good Friday, because it would be all the banks are closed, limited volume, early close, maybe around noon in the stock markets and things like that. The only thing that gets me excited to trade Friday is the NFP. It's like an espresso shot for volume. So we'll see how it does. It could be a choppy week going into NFP, just keep in mind. But right now we're still consolidating. It could be a bear flag and we continue pushing down, but we got to see some black bodies filling some lows. So right now it's still building if you look off the bottom, okay? But we're still, if we go in buys, we're still counter trading basically the last couple of weeks. But then someone's going to say, well, Ron, we're still in an uptrend. Absolutely. When we're looking at the monthly, it's still moving up, okay? So just some other zones, what we've got to look for, points of interest. From this big drop right there, I like to place a line right at that wick, yellow line for a daily point of interest. 4,400, nice psychological number. And you can see kind of yesterday it was low, was kind of retesting it, and we're still holding volume. So if we can continue to keep blue volume above 4,400, buyers are doing their job. It's just we're not breaking out up to like 4,600 and above, but could be building, right? We could get that move, okay? So just a quick zone right below 4,400, right over here. You can bring it down to those bodies, stretch it into the future. Then I see what's going on over here. I got those bodies. I can kind of add it up and rate those. And then I make it green because the volume is above. Stretch it into the future. So I see that big drop, bounced right off, nice rejection. And then you see where we would have had a Black Monday if Donald Trump didn't save the market and make a tweet at 7:03 a.m. Eastern, and that's what caused the market to come back up. But you see, it's just not breaking out. It's kind of like a 5-minute setup where it's just coming up, going down, coming up, going down, coming up. We might get a continuation build tonight, or they might bring it right back down, okay? So let's, with this green zone, continue stretching it into the future, okay? Because now we're building a little bit of a base. Okay, and then just some other zones or points of interest. Follow this wick right there. Body close black. This is a blue ignited bullish candle. That blog that I was just talking about right over here. So when I tell you guys free blogs, I'm kind of helping you guys out. Okay, these blogs are good. I'm telling you, we created this. So this blog right here. Understand the significance of this ignited bullish candle. You see how the most bullish candle on this chart, where it opens up, you see there's no drawdown. It opens up and it fills up. This was a bullish candle that opened right here, but you see it was not bullish ignited. It came down, black, caught at bottom, then reversed right back up and flipped. That's a hammer candle. This candle is a normal bullish candle. You see how it opened, but it didn't hold that ignited open because there's a wick. So it was initially bearish and then got up. So you got to understand that. And then when I'm looking at this candle right here, so you can see exactly what I was just talking about. So you follow this wick, it's coming up, rejected, buyers are pulling it right back up. And then you see right where it closes, that's a point of interest at the close. And look at where the next body opens. It's a bullish ignited body continuing to drive. Why? Because it's got this momentum off of this big wick, and then the drive is continuing into the next bar. So this bar did not open black and come down. It just started, and that's why. If you recognize these will help you as a 1-minute scalper, a 5-minute scalper, a 15-minute trader, or if you're a 4-hour swing trader, it will help you identify as to what is going on, okay? So I'm not gonna chart all the way up here because we're down here now. So we gotta focus on this area. So what I'm looking at now is this big black bar Friday, March 20, come down, create a new low, close. If I cut this bar in half, I'm going to figure out a point of control of this, okay? And one way I do this is with this Fibonacci tool. Opening price, bring it down to the closing price, okay? Some of you guys are getting really good at this. And then I cut it in half, exactly. This is my strategy. When someone asks me, Ron, what's your strategy? This is my strategy. Cut a structural bar in half and find the point of control. And then what I also do is when I cut it in half, I look at the number. If it's a nice whole psychological number, like that 4575, it's a nice number. 4600 is more of a rounded number. 4500 is a round number. 4550 is a nice round number. But also understand the significance of quarter increments, 25 points. So 4,000, 4,025, 4,050, 4,075, 4,600, so on and so forth. This is 4575. So it's a nice psychological number, and it lines up exactly with 50% of the volume. That's confluence. That's another word for saying check mark, check mark. That's good. We've found something. Now what I do is I get like a buffer, a little bit above half and a little bit below half, but exact standard deviations. This is straight mathematics. So everything is equal proportion. There's no ifs, ands, or buts with this calculation. It's the exact golden zone of the volume when it opened and closed. Does everyone understand that? Because I say this every single day for the last 6 years, and it's the same shit. You can go back and watch it day one. First ever live trading we ever did at SSD, June 20, 2020. And I guarantee you 6 years later, I'm saying the exact same shit. Okay, so this is a strategy that I've been using all of my life, over 20 years. And someone says, well, Ron, what if a market maker figures out your strategy and they change it? It's not a market maker strategy. This is auction theory. This is how mathematics works. There's no, you just try it, practice it, and you tell me. That's it. I know the probabilities of this, and I know how efficient it is, and I know how consistent it is. And that's why I teach it live every single day, okay? And if it wasn't working, you wouldn't see me here for a couple months or years. But this is tried, tested, and true. I back tested this for you guys for 20 years, okay? And it works. Is it 100%? No. Is it what we're targeting are high probable areas, okay? So you see now we're seeing the evidence, okay? So let's follow this. That was that big black bar where the market was coming down from London. I remember this. And we started our call at 7 a.m. last Monday, and 7:03 Donald Trump tweeted. He said everything is all good in Iran. It's going to come back to normal, no problems. Then the market took it and came right back up. So see where it closed? It closed right there, that 44.03 yellow line. Next bar opened. Did it open blue ignited? No. It opened and it was bearish. So it was black, 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 came down, picked up a higher low, came back up, flipped, and closed right there. Then we continued the next day, Wednesday, coming right up. Where did it come into? Right into that red box, point of control of this bar, and come back down, rejected. Next day, open blue, 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 lower high. And then Thursday, big selling pressure, right back down in our green box, come back up, close inside. Next day, Friday, basically gold saved from breaking down. Look how it came up. Big bullish candle again, right into the red box. Bottom of it, get rejected, and it's like a bullish engulfing candle. Now over the weekend, we had news, Iran, US, all type of news. What did gold do? It gapped up, gapped down. We had a gap in the market, gap down. It came down black, black, black. And did it come make a new lower low? No. Higher low, higher low, higher low. Are we respecting the green box still? Yes, yes. And then the buyers came back up, flipped the candle, turned it bullish. We were driving again today, earlier today. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Where did it hit? Exactly look at it, 4575, the yellow, 50%. Sellers are there offering, and then they pushed it right back down. So we closed as a bullish spin top candle. If I had to give a probability of buyers to sellers, I would say that this candle is 55-45 buyers or 60-40 buyers, just because it closed a little bit more than the open. So I give the benefit, it's like a coin flip, but a little bit more to the buyers. It's still a shitty candle because there's a lot of indecision. So this is what we're trading now. So let's find where we closed. Okay, so our closing and our opening price is a daily point of interest. I know it's early, it's only 50 minutes, hasn't even been an hour, but this is where we closed, this is where we opened. The price is 4511, 4512. Okay, so it originally opened and came down bearish, black, 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 and right there, 50% of that little body of volume In that bullish spin top, it's still so far retested exactly 50%. Okay, that's our lowest point, 4,500, 4,501, 4,502, exactly right at 4,500. So when it came down there, the buyers were there, still didn't break down. They flipped it back up, blue, blue, blue. We came back to the opening price. Then the buyers had control and flipped it right up to there. And that's our high so far. Look at it's like a bullish doji candle. So our range right now is from 4,500 to 4,525. $25 move. It's a 250 pip range already in the first 50 minutes. And then it got rejected and come back down. So we're right here. So today, if this blue candle continues to build, we could break out a high. And then, but look at what we have. We've got a lot of wicks to fill. So big wick yesterday. And then that wick, that wick. So first thing I'm looking for as a scalper is to fill maybe the shortest wick. What's the shortest wick? Right over here. I place a yellow line just to see if I'm scalping this session or futures market. If it just flips this and goes blue, 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 right to that yellow line and to that resistance and it gets rejected, I know it's 4,536. I can do grade 3 math. 4,523 to 36 is $13. Okay, 36 minus 23, 13. $13 move, that's 130 pips. If we just get like a 5-minute breakout and it fills right up to there, I respect that area because they could push it right back down with a lower high. If we continue to fill this, then it's got that wick. Then we're moving up to 4,545. I would say then maybe this wick right here. But this is what we can do. We can look exactly for wick fills or continuing to move. You could be right there. Someone will say, well, Ron, that's really close. That's fine. If it's too close, then go to your next one right there. And then there we have equal separation. Yellow, yellow, yellow. You can measure it if you don't believe me. Measure it from right here to there. What is it? 117. Okay, 17. What's the next one? I would say 18, 19, right? And then to the next one, again, 17. So we have equal distance, $17 moves, 170 pips. That's if we continue to go upside because we're still going against the trend. We still got to fill wicks, fill wicks, fill wicks, and we still have not got closed above this point of control to continue to go higher. So it could come up and they could slam it right back down. So what happens if it gets rejected and we're pushing bearish tonight? If it just goes back down black and then comes down. What's the first location we got to go? Is we got to break the opening body. We got to come in, retest this area and see if the buyers are there. So if we break 4,500, we could drop down to 4,493. Okay, that's about another 100 pip drop, $10 drop right there. If it continues to go down, we have a massive wick to fill. And then right there, I got a body to body, 4,475. That psychological area right there. Okay. And you can continue to do this as much as you want and set up your zones and things like that. Now I go into the hourly, okay, real quick, right into the hourly. I see the hourly bars. These are 60-minute bars. So I can see we were in a downtrend. See when it came right up there last Tuesday, rejected, lower high, kind of like an M pattern with a lower high, push back down, new lower low, come back up, lower high. Big candle Thursday, 1 a.m., kind of drop, liquidation bar, come back down, come back up. Where did it come into? About the point of control of that big black bar. That's a great bar to cut in half and then continue to sell down. Now we found the bottom down in here and then it started to come back up. Go back, higher low, go for a new high, come back down, respect, higher lows, go through. There's a new higher high. What time do we hit it? 8 a.m. COMEX, 9 a.m. Wall Street market open, came all the way back down. If you cut this hourly bar in half, okay, you see how it came up 10 a.m., 11 a.m., noon, could have been right there, ready for sells. You came right back into that hourly point of control, and then they sold it right back down, okay? So now our hourly candles are just barcoding. Black, blue. This one came down black, came back up blue, and then we got our spin top to open. So we have consolidation right now. And look, it could be a right shoulder on the hourly. Right here, this is left shoulder. Sorry, I'll make it yellow so you can see it. That's the head, and we're right back into the right shoulder. So right shoulder has a high probability of continuing to break down and go this way. I'll make it yellow. I'll make it thicker so you can see that path. Okay, do you guys know like just a basic head and shoulder pattern? Left shoulder, there's the head that broke out, came back down, and we're right back in the right shoulder. This is your shoulder. in between those purple lines right there. That's your left shoulder. And you see, we're right back in the right shoulder. And there's your head. That's just a typical head and shoulder pattern. Is it always guaranteed to go down? No. If it keeps coming back up with higher lows and higher lows, then the buyers are still protecting it from breaking down, and they could be building it to continue to break out. Okay. So now on the hourly, we don't have much going on. We're just inside here, in between these two purple lines. We can continue to wait it out on the hourly, but we are clearly hourly consolidating. On the 5 minutes, now you see the 5 minute volume. I can see earlier, 740, right up to there, 750, push down. 820, we got Colmex over here, come back into Wall Street. Then they swing it down, held support, came back up. There's that 12 noon move I was talking about. So when you highlight, guys, listen to what I'm saying. That big hourly candle, this bar, right there, if you went open, close, you cut it in half, figured out the point of control, you would have had it across. And if you're a 5 minute trader like myself, then you see the 5 minute candle slowly came right into there. And that's where that hourly point of control is. Right at noon, start to push down, go lower high, and continue to go aggressively down. And if you were counter trading those buys and you're in the profit, you have to respect that red box. Okay. You got to know counter trading rules. You have to have rules as a trader. If you don't have rules as a trader, you might as well forget about trading. Okay. You're basically guessing and gambling every day. Okay. And you're not going to go very far like that. That's not a strategy many traders stay consistent with. Yeah, you might get lucky a couple days here, a couple weeks, you might have a winning streak, but to sustain just trading with no rules and get lucky is try it and let me know how it goes. Okay. Because I know I've tried it and it doesn't work. Okay. I know that patience, discipline, proper risk management will get you where you got to go. Okay. So I can see right now on the 5 minutes, it's building a little bit of a uptrend. Okay. Some sort of support. But we're coming into a big resistance right here on the 5 minutes. Like right here, you can see a lot of wicks started right at 50% of this body at 420, at 220, came down, back up, back down, came impulsively, back down, came up, then big black bars pushing down, came back up right there, rejected back down, came up with a higher low, coming back up, impulsively broke out. This is now the opening day of the candle, 6 p.m., big bullish candle. That's what created our highest point so far. Then it got rejected and continued to push down. And now we just hit the lowest point of the day right there at 625 and coming right back up. Again, see the red line? It's still resistance. We're coming down, higher low. So it's ascending to potentially continue to break out bullish. But I don't see any blue volume closing above these wicks like right here. Just going to do a little red box and see if we can continue to push above this, right? It's building off the bottom. And so what we'd like to see is maybe some bullish volume, get up here, close above, maybe hang out here, and then continue breaking for a new high, right? But it could just come and get up there and get rejected and then sell back down, okay? So that's what we got to watch for on tonight's session. Okay, some of you guys might be in buys, some of you guys might be selling, some of you guys might not be in a trade right now. But so far we have an ascending triangle moving up, but it's still trading against a downtrend. Okay, so even if we get a pop up to there, we still have to, well, I'm going to respect this yellow line. If it continues to go, there's the resistance. And these are daily points of interest, these yellow lines, okay? So does that analysis help you guys? Now to finish off the chart, what we can add is a simple EMA 9. We are above the EMA 9, this green line. We can add you can add a 50 or a 200 EMA, depending whatever you want. There's the 200 EMA. You see, it's right at our red zone, okay? And then the last indicator that I like to use is the SST daily bar indicator. We can put it on the entire daily bar, on the hourly, which is opening right now, or I like to put it right now. Last couple of weeks, I've been putting it on the 15-minute bar. And we can watch the 15-minute beside us while we're also watching the 5s, okay? I'm not in a trade right now. No. I will verbally tell you guys. You guys will clearly hear me say, I am buying, I am selling, okay? You will clearly hear. I will give you advance notice. I'm giving you my thought process, my psychology walking into a trade. I tell you how I deal with the trade, whether it goes in profit, drawdown, where I place my stop loss. Guys, I do live trading with you guys, live analysis. Just relax, listen, learn, and we go with the market, right? Okay, so now it's 7 p.m., a new hourly candle. It's following that big bearish candle, opened ignited bearish, what I was talking about. Learn your ignited bars. You'll get more in trading by learning than just asking for a buy or sell signal. Believe me, guys. If you really want to learn trading, understand what we're teaching, not just buy and sell, buy and sell. Okay, right now, yes, it's a sell. It's clearly, we can see a big black candle, but a lot of you guys were saying, stop yapping and just buy. Okay, I can scroll up and see exactly who said that. Brain frame, you said to me, stop yapping, just long. So if I was yapping and I would be in long, I would be in some severe drawdown right now. I would be in about 130 pip of drawdown right now. So it's not just stop yapping and go long, because if you did, there it is. That's why we yap. It's to understand the structure. So it's not just stop talking and just buy, because if you did, and if you're over leveraged, some traders panic with 130, 150 pips of drawdown. Okay, maybe you're still holding it. I don't know, but trading is not just stop yapping and just go long. Okay, trading is learning, watching what the volume is doing, and observing and learning. That's what it is. Okay. If you guys don't want me to yap, right, then don't come on the channel. Because then why do you come on the channel, right? I yap on the channel. Yes, I got to educate. I got to talk. I'm not just going to come on here and say hello and not say anything for 2 hours, right? I have to talk somehow. So if you don't like the yapping, don't join the channel. It makes our lives so much easier. Go on a channel with people that don't yap. Okay? Because your buy is yapping you right now in the face. Okay? I don't want to be rude, but if you're rude, I'll be rude. Okay? If you're an asshole, I can be an asshole. If you have respect, I'll give you respect. Okay? I'm old school. That's the way how I grew up. Okay? I'm not this new generation shit. Just sit here and take shit from you guys. You want to run your mouth? I'll run my mouth with you too. I'm a big boy. Yeah, I'm a real uncle. I'm a real unk, a real certified unk. I'm an uncle of 4, and I became an uncle at 12 years old. So I hold that unk position with regard. I'm a real unk. Go run your mouth to your uncle, and he'll probably backhand slap you right across your face. That's a true uncle. If you haven't been backhand slapped from your uncle, you don't have a real uncle. Your uncle will set you straight. That's what unks are for, okay? Unks aren't here to we're here to have fun with you guys, but you get out of line. Remember, some of us are in our 40s going on to 50s. We don't take shit. We come from a different generation in the 90s. So me yapping right now, I'm not yapping about 150, 200 pip of drawdown right now. But now we got to watch. We got to see, because we had a break of trend line. We just created a new low, right? So are they grabbing liquidity, or are we actually pushing down? Okay, so we know where we got some heavy resistance up there. Okay, if this is a big bearish bar closing like this, guess what I'm going to do with this bar? I'm going to cut it in half and find a point of control, because if it comes right back up blue, could be trading right into that, and then they're ready to smash it back down. Guys, if you like the yapping, hit the like channel, subscribe. Unk will yap at you all day, but I swear I'll set you guys straight. If you guys are over leveraging, if you guys are gambling, your Unk will set you straight. That's what sometimes we need to get kicked in the ass. Okay, look at this. So did it close below those 5-minute bars? Yes. Okay, real quick. Grabbing my Fibonacci tool. Fibs don't lie. Uncles don't lie either. Okay, I tell the truth, and your fib tells you the truth. So cut it in half. I'm waiting to see if the buyers will bring it right back into here. Maybe I can sell up here at a premium, okay? If it comes into here, I don't know if it will come back in, okay? But it possibly could curl back up, and then maybe we could short that bar back down. If it gets above there, And when it gets there and breaks through and closes above, we flip that zone green, maybe it will hold, and then we continue to buy back up there. But right now, it's continuing to push down. So where would be a bigger bottom? Right here. This is where the market, 3 p.m. this afternoon, continued to push up, okay? And then we can see in the past, was there good support at this level? Right here. I'm just drawing like a little green zone so we can watch it there if it comes down to us. That's where maybe we can buy. When the yapper up there who bought is in 200, 300 pip of drawdown, I'll buy his stop loss. How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? How about I buy your 300 pip stop loss down here, and then I get 0 drawdown, and I bring it right back up in profit. That's when your uncle yap at you. I'm not that kind of guy, but don't make me be that kind of guy. Okay? But that's what yapping gets. You're going to get called out, right? This is a real trading channel. It's not Mickey Mouse shit over here. So a lot of guys right now just bought your stop loss, and they're in the money right now with 0 drawdown. Coming right back in. So if you guys bought that yapper's stop loss, and you guys are going up into 150, 200 pips in profit, right now you're just trading into this point of control. So that's where you go stop loss, break even, maybe clear out 80% and hold it. But you just bought yapper's stop loss, okay? So you see stupid trading and smart trading. I didn't want to be this guy tonight, but you started it. Your exact words were stop yapping and go long. When I was breaking down the top-down analysis. Unbelievable. Okay, so look, guys, we just traded right into that point of control. Big rejection right in that POC. That's why I said, guys, if you got that, stop loss break even right in there, secure 80%, guys. Listen to what Unc is saying. Guys, I've seen this shit over and over and over. I'm going to look at my spreads. That's what yappers do. We check our spreads. We don't just trade stupid. I've got a 0.5 fluctuating to a 1.5. I like to be near the 0.5. Okay. So look, guys, are you guys surprised that it retested? That I should have had a sell, but I didn't. So I got to continue waiting. But I was mentioning to those buyers, if you bought that and you came back up, that's all I was mentioning that. If you bought that, I believe that wick was right there and it came up for about 90 pips right into there. That's when I said, go to a break even and secure 80%. Okay. Now we're pushing down. Now I really want to watch these wicks down here. Okay. And then look at where it created a double bottom. Look how nice that double bottom is right there at midnight, came back up. And then, so we have to understand if we come down here, there's good 5-minute support at 4487 right there. Okay. So let's go back to our chart. There's that red line. Okay. That would be a nice area to buy if it comes down there. Because we break a daily point of interest, comes down, grab these guys, these yappers, stop losses down here, and then maybe we can buy that down in there. Tyler, what's good, buddy? Guys, I'm going to go to the Discord, see what's popping over here. Welcome, guys. So this is the commodities Discord with all the snipers. No yappers, just solid traders in there. Okay. Again, is this a structural bar? Not really. It didn't close below those wicks. I can still cut it in half if it does come back up. And you see we're below 4,500, 4,498 right there. Okay. So again, if you buy this blue candle, you still might come up here. It might get rejected and come back down. So I want to see if it will build now. Now this could be the bigger double bottom. Okay. If you look at this, one big bottom. We know our big neckline is up here. Now it came down. This could be where it's building that bigger second bottom. Okay. But we're still counter trading of our buying. Okay. So it could come right back up blue and get rejected right back down. So I'd like to see at least a blue bar close above this red line or maybe back above that purple line. and build, okay? If you just buy this candle, it could be like that other one that you just buy, it went up 100 pips and then could come right back down, okay? But this one, at least you're buying now the second bounce over here, okay? If you're still waiting, then continue waiting. Now you see we came right into the red line, got rejected. Now it could come down and continue to refuel itself, okay? So if you go in, you got to know you're trading still on impulse. This candle bar has not closed. There's still 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So it could continue consolidating and continue dropping. I want to see what will happen at this red line unless this green box can continue to hold up, okay? But I understand some of you guys might be buying. Yes, I get it. I understand. Some of you guys might be just continuing to sell, okay? Remember, we start this 15-minute candle. It was ignited bearish. This is where we got this big drop from this 15-minute candle that opened at 7 p.m. and it's going to close in 3 minutes. So if you're thinking of trading, remember, yes, you're buying this 5-minute candle, but we have a 15-minute candle closing and a new one will be opening up in 3 minutes. So in my opinion, if you're looking for buys, let's wait for a new 15-minute candle to open. If you're asking someone, should you buy gold? I'll tell you the honest to God truth. And listen to what I'm saying. If you ask someone, should I buy gold? Should I sell gold? You shouldn't even take the trade because you should not be asking someone. You should know what you're doing as a trader, right? Guys, does that make sense to all of us? I don't ask you guys, should I buy or should I sell? I tell you guys, I'm buying or I'm selling. And I've done some type of analysis to come up with that conclusion, okay? If you're asking someone, there's your answer. You're not sure of what you're doing, so you shouldn't take the trade. You should have absolute conviction when you're taking a buy or a sell, okay? And that's how you're going to learn how to trade much better. You got to have some type of confidence with what you're doing. You got to learn. I'm not doing it to disrespect. I'm just doing it as an uncle, trying to look out for you and help you, okay? See that? Came blue, blue, blue. They rejected it back down, okay? This could come down black and close below and continue dropping, right? I know a lot of you guys are screaming, buy gold now in big capital letters, guys. I'm not blind. I can see. You don't have to write big capital letters. It's like you're screaming, okay? I understand, but it's still, you're in drawdown if you're buying, right? It still came up, lower highs. And there's that new lower low. This thing could continue dropping down, okay? I'm looking for at least a blue body. All I see is black, black, and black. There hasn't been one blue body. You're buying a falling knife right now. Just because something drops doesn't mean you have to buy. It could continue dropping, okay? So I want to see at least one bullish candle print. Guys, what's going on Zoom? I tried to entertain YouTube, but now they're just spamming. So what's going on with you guys? I'll focus on you guys. I can't stand the spamming, so I don't want to be rude, but I'll engage with you guys right now until the spamming stops. When moon, Shay? I don't know when moon. I think there's a full moon coming up soon. Okay, 30 seconds going to close, and we're getting a new 15-minute candle. And we're right back up to psychological 4,500, okay? So we could get a bar closing exactly there and an advancement of a new bullish bar coming right back up, or it could pull right back down, okay? Here's the close and a new 15-minute bar, okay? So it's opening black, ignited, okay? So it's coming down. Let's see if it can pick up a short wick and come back up. So if it flips blue, might be opportunity to test a buy, okay? So I'm going to go in a buy, okay? It got a short wick. I'm looking at to fill this wick and come back up to the purple line, possibly break out to maybe just a breakout, okay? I'm in a buy now. I'm shouting to you guys, I'm in a buy, okay? And I understand it could come all the way black down, black, 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 back down in here, and I'm in drawdown. So my stop loss now is going to be, I can open it up to be below that wick, I could go right below those bodies. I could go even 50% of this blue body. That's pretty tight. So one push down could get me stopped out. So I'm just going to put it, below the yellow line. I'm already in profit, but not looking to just pip and dip with you guys. That's only 15 pips. If it can get up to the purple line, it's about 30, I would say about 40 to break, 40 pips. Okay, now it's moving 20, 25. If you want to control risk, you could start lowering your risk. Okay, I'm going to put my stop loss now below the wick. Okay, so I only have this much risk, 12, 13 pips in this trade, 13 maximum pips, which is nothing for gold. It's just we don't have that big volume, those 50, 100 pip bars. But that's it. I'm at 13 pips of maximum loss, not like the yapper who went down 250 pips, okay? I'm at 13 in profit, but not doing anything because I'm looking to tag the purple line and see what happens up there, if it can get up there. But if it pushes down, I don't want to go back down black in this drawdown. This is risk management, okay? I'm not at break even. I'm just below the wick of this candle. Right when it opened, it came down black, caught that wick. I'm right below the buying, okay? My target would be the purple line to go to break even. Then I know I'm up at least 40 pips. And then I could take out 80% or continue holding it with no risk, right? You guys can do what you want, right? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I'm doing. If we can get all the way breakthrough and then come revisit that red box, that would be excellent. If we could get it all our reward up there, but we gotta get back to this purple line. That was the previous low of the day. So this looks like they grabbed some liquidity coming back up, but it could just still be, see, resistance and push down. So if this flips black, it's a shooting star candle, and I'm basically gonna be tapped out, okay? Unless the candle can continue to build this 15-minute volume. So we're right back to the opening price. We're revisiting the opening price. Got a little bit of blue volume. So kind of got another pending order at the opening price. Let's see if we can push now with this volume to come back to our high wick and see if we can push out and break out. Okay. If it fails on this attempt, if it comes back down, I think I'm going to get stopped out because we just grabbed a good order at the opening balance. And if we can't push for a new high, sellers will push it right back down and come down. So now we got that good extra push because it came down to the opening balance again and picked up those buyers. You guys understand what I'm saying? So now it's running almost 40 pips, okay? 35. Now I'm going to go to a complete break even because I know some of you guys trade with improper risk management. Now it's running over 40. We have one more minute to go into the close. If we're willing to hold this and ride this candle, if we can close with the blue volume above the purple line, we can make this support to continue to take us to our red box reward. That would be a bigger reward, okay? There's 50 pips. Reward up there would be 70, 80, okay? You can close right now a portion. Learn partial sizing too. Learn how to close partials or have a trailing stop. That was zero drawdown, guys. And I showed you risk management. See, we yap, but we make money. That came right there. 65 pips, 70 right to the bottom of the zone. And then we got rejected. So those sellers are still at that red zone, pushing us down. Now we got another injection of volume to continue to break. There we go. Now that's a bar. I'm going to close out 80%. There's my daily goal. 80% out. And I have 20% running with the break even. Zero drawdown. Patiently waiting for the retest of the daily point of interest, and we're right into profit. Easy trade. Patience, discipline, guys. That's it. That's it. Like that's how you go about trading. That's how you trade like an uncle. Yep. And then now I have 20% running. If it wants to continue to go, my next target would be the yellow line. My next reward, right? So if it comes all the way back down, only 20% of my profit is at risk. I'm not losing any money like the yapper before. And I closed out 80% right at my red zone because it could have came back down black, black, black. Okay. It's happened to me many times on these calls. And now I'm going to trade a little bit more proper here. Did you guys learn anything from that trade? Okay. Hit the likes. Subscribe to this channel. We yap at you, but we teach you how to trade properly. There we go, guys. We got a little bit of a runner. Now, that's 100 pips. That's a daily goal. I'm telling you, for most traders, a lot of traders trade with standard lot sizing. 100 pips is $1,000 in 5-10 minutes. Daily goal. That's $1,000 for some traders. I'm not saying for me. I'm saying for some traders that trade with standard lot sizing, that's what they look for. 100 pips when we say a daily goal. That could be $1,000. I know it sounds crazy when you're comprehending this. Someone has to work maybe 1 week at their job to make $1,000, and we can make it in 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes of trading. I know it's unbelievable the way it sounds. But if it comes up to that yellow line, I'm closing my entire trade because that's my daily goal. And Unc can eat good. Okay, I'm telling you guys don't have to do what I'm doing. Don't you do your own. If you want to continue, let it run it. If you want to trail it. If you want to take out partials, take out partials. Do what you want. As long as your stop loss is at break even, Unc is going to sleep like a baby tonight. That's all I'm concerned about. I'm not telling you what size do I use? Irrelevant. Worry about your size. I don't ask you what your size is. You never ask a man to man, you never ask a man what size he is. Okay, think about that. There's another old school uncle tip. You don't go out on the streets and ask a man what size he is or what he's working with. You don't do that. Okay? An old school uncle will give you that backhand slap across the face. He doesn't know what you're talking about. He doesn't know what size you're talking about. Are you kidding me? Street rules. These are street rules 101. You never go ask another male Unc what size he is. Come on. Tyler, you're Unc Magnum. You're saying that. Oh, man. You guys are funny tonight, okay? This espresso's got me wired tonight. It's jokes, guys. It's jokes. Relax. You guys got to have a little... Guys, it's jokes. We're here for entertainment and education. We're providing entertainment. You get a little education. Just relax, guys. I can tell a lot of you guys can't joke around. It's all good. Don't take life too serious. No, there's nothing wrong with small size. They call me the Minute Man, okay? They call me the Minute Man. Scalping, minute candles. Long or short. Okay, so guys, we got to stay focused here. If it closes above the red zone with blue volume, I'm going to convert this red zone to green zone. If it closes back inside or below, it's still a red zone. Then we could get a black leg coming back down, okay? So this candle is going to close in 60 seconds. So I'm still in my 20% runner. Where can you re-enter? You can re-enter back if it comes down to this green box. You can re-enter. We haven't revisited this purple line representing the cut line of that big blue candle. You can maybe, if a short retest would be if it closes above and it retests this and I convert it green, you could get a retest off of this to continue to try. But my honest opinion, the more patient you wait to get in here or here, the better. Okay? Because you might get a retest, it goes up just a little bit and then it comes down. So, it's not easy to... The best answer in that scenario is wait for a decent pullback, right? We waited for it. And it came down to us. Okay, here's the close now. So I'm very technical. If it closes like this, I'm not converting that box to green. I have to see blue volume above it. Watch. You'll see how technical I am. Okay, you see how it did not close above? And now I got a black bearish candle. So it's still in the red zone. See how it's coming down? Just that little, just by 1 pip, how it did not close above, that's the point of control of that zone. Remember I told you about exact mathematics? That's exact mathematics. That's not guessing, okay? So it closed right there. And then I'm not surprised that this candle is a big black bearish candle, ignited and pushing down, right? That's why I told you guys I'm very technical. I'm not changing that zone green unless I see a little itty bitty blue volume close above it. Now for those traders that were saying, can I buy at a retest? Well, it could come and retest this purple line, right? That's cutting that big blue bar in half, has not been tested. If it comes in there, catches a wick, higher low, could go back up. It could break this and come all the way back down to my entry point. If you guys want to buy my entry point, go ahead. If you want to buy deeper down in here, you're welcome. But if it comes down in here and then it gets that higher low and then, you know, flips this candle, it could flip and then start filling that wick and continue to go, okay? It could close right in this zone again and we're barcoding in here, okay? I'm not looking for a re-entry. I'm still holding my 20% runner. So I'm going to hold this 20% runner until it either comes to this yellow line or I get stopped out. I've already taken my maximum 80% when we came right up to here on that big blue candle. And we're going into a new 30-minute candle in the next 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. So this, we might continue running bullish, okay? And then again, if we get a blue volume closing above here, we're going to change the red zone to green. And maybe you can buy off of that to continue to take us up. But look how properly that double bottom looked, okay? See how they broke the daily low, they came down, proper double bottom, see yellow line, higher time frame. That's why when I was yapping, it's important to yap and do a top-down analysis. That yapping and that top-down analysis got me to think about buying that. I didn't buy the first candle, I understand. But remember what I was saying? I want to see it at least close above that red line. I got it and pull the trigger. Guys, we do a lot on this channel. I'm not tooting a whistle or anything like that, but someone sent me a link on Friday of someone on YouTube. I'm not mentioning no names, okay? I'm not that kind of guy. But sent me it. Said, Ron, watch this. What do you think of this? The guy took a gold sell on Friday. Remember the gold pump? At the worst location possible, okay? I'm not saying anything about that, but the risk management. He allowed that thing to run for almost 800 pips of drawdown. 800 pips of drawdown. And I'm sweating over here with you guys for like 80 pip of drawdown. 800. He stayed on the call for 5-6 hours until it continued to finally come all the way back down to where he entered. And then it just dropped 10 pips and he closed out the trade. And everyone was putting W's in the chat. It was mind-boggling, okay? I don't understand how that operates. And if that's what you guys are looking for, that's fine. But that's not how I trade. Okay, I trade with proper risk management. I don't risk 500, 800, or 1,000 pips to make 10 pips. Okay, that's not my style. If it works for anybody, God bless. It's not what I do on this channel. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, but because let's say you hit 10, 20, 30 pip trades, 10 of them in a row, you're up 300. One silly trade like that is you're wiped out. You're washed out. It's just not what I do, okay? So these calls are a little different, okay? You see, when I put my original stop loss, as soon as it started moving 40 pips in profit, I told you guys, my stop loss was below the wick. I told you guys, I'm risking 13 pips, 13 to make 80 to 100, okay? When you're talking R&R, now you got like a 8 to 1, 10 to 1 on your money. But everyone trades different. All right, can you still hold? I'm still holding. I'm still holding it. That's what runners are for. Runners are to continue to hold, learn what structure is doing. Do I want to hold my entire trade? No, I didn't want to, because when it got up to my red box, I was satisfied, me personally. But I have rules, 80-20 rule. Nicholas, when you have a stop loss that tight, do you size in heavier? All depending on how the market's moving, but great question, Nicholas. Yes, when I go tighter stop loss, I probably have a larger lot size that I'm protecting. If I go a smaller lot size, I'll open my stop loss and I'll let it dance all day, right? But if you're going up, this goes for anybody that's learning how to increase their sizing, then you want to go to a tighter stop loss and try and nail, Nicholas, your entries with minimal to zero drawdown. Once you learn that knack, then you can start to learn how to trade with larger sizing eventually. That's the whole point of that, okay? We got to practice entries with minimal drawdown, okay? You'll get it, Nicholas, you'll get it. It takes time, brother, but you will get it, okay? So you see, now it's coming down black, okay? Right in that red zone. We impulsively broke out. I didn't close my 20% runner, and now it came back down, closed, ignited, bearish bar, Learn what those are. The momentum came down, closed below. Now we're back below the red box. So the red box is still valid. It's still sellers. Now we're coming down. So some guys were asking me, Ron, where should I be buying? Remember what I said? Wait patiently either at the purple line, this where I entered, or the green box. Okay. But now that it came down, you got buyers pushing it right back up. So we might be consolidating here to get that continued blue move above here, or sellers will continue to bring it down. Okay. This is a new 30-minute candle that just opened up. So sometimes what you can do is you can click on the 30-minute candles and see what the 30-minute candles are doing. The 30-minute candles are still showing that they're bearish, right? We came up. This is 6:30, came down. This is when we started the call. 7 was that bearish candle. So I bought the wick, the lowest point of that 30-minute candle coming right back up. But you still see the 30-minute candle is still bearish and could continue to come down. It could fill these wicks and continue to push down where I entered. Then my 20% is out at break even. And then it could continue dropping back down in the green box, okay? Otherwise, if we hold here, we could be, I'm looking for that 5-minute volume to continue to close, invert this red box green so we can build up of it and we can get a bigger reward coming through. But I don't want to risk my entire trade on that. I'll risk 20%. Okay, we're still building back up, but we're still trading in the red zone. So now it's blue, black, we're right back in blue. Maybe we can turn this into a bull flag and continue breaking out, okay? So this is a nice blue candle. We picked up our buyers, coming right back up. Again, now this candle has a job to do to continue to fill that wick. That's a big wick to fill. It's not easy. It could get rejected with lower high. But if this blue volume comes back up and closes above here, I'm gonna change this red zone to a green zone and see if it will continue to build so I can get a reward to that yellow line. Maybe even if it breaks out, I could be targeting like these bodies back when we started at 7 a.m. over here or here. But you see where the volume is concentrated, right in that point of control of this structural bar. Learn, guys, okay? Why did I cut this bar in half and find the structure point is POC of this candle? Why? Why didn't I do it on this candle, that candle, this one, this one? Because, guys, learn what structure is. See, right there where the market pivoted, right here, okay? Where it came down, it stopped right there. Look, guys, listen, okay? Learn. It came down and it stopped right there. Then went back up. So you see this black bar? It was the bar with volume that created a new low and closed below those bodies and closed below these bodies. So this had a lot of volume and engulfed buyers and buyers, okay? As soon as I see that, my brain is telling me structural candle, structure. And then when I hear that, my next thing in my brain is telling me, cut that bar in half, find the POC, and remember when it came up blue, 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 right in there, and it went back down, down, down? We waited for it to tap into the yellow daily point of interest from our top-down analysis. And then we came up, and that's the bar we bought, that continuation. So right now it's still building. So has it closed above here yet? Not yet. We still have 1 more minute. But if this blue volume like this closes above, I'm going to change the red zone to green. Maybe we continue building off of this, and then we're getting our reward to the yellow line, and maybe even transacting back into this volume. But I know it could still coming down. What's going on, guys? I'm not looking at the chat, but what's going on? What's going on in the chat? Guys, is the chat getting out of hand? I was focusing on the Zoom and was not seeing what's going on in the chat. Just keep the chat clean, guys. You're welcome to yap in there. That's what chats are for. They're for yapping, but just not spamming. Yapping is different from spamming. Just don't spam. You guys can yap all you want. I yap as well. Okay, so you see we broke out again, bullish, lower high, lower high. Sellers are still there, pushing it back down. We closed back inside the red box. So see how I don't change it to green. The volume is still inside there, okay? So sellers could still come right back down now. See how it's black? They could come back down. Now we're barcoding blue, black, blue, black. Here they're coming down. Okay, so we have to see now, will we get higher low wicks and continue to build? If not, the sellers are going to fill these wicks and come right back down to that purple line. That's exactly basically 50% of the volume. If you don't believe me, get your Fibonacci tool. Okay, remember the purple line was the previous low of the day, and that blue candle just closed up there. So this is how I learned how to figure out 50% or point of controls. Grab your Fibonacci, open, close, and look, 50% is basically exactly right there, right where the purple line is, okay? And good, we got a good response. We got those 3 equal low wicks right there. We have a bullish pin bar, possibly a hammer candle, still trying to continue to fill those wicks, and we still don't have a green bar closing above, okay? If this is going to be our, blue bar, if it closes above, this box is green, and we still got our runner running. And then you see right here, guys, learn. Look at, we made that good support, wick, 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 all equal at 4504. And now we're building, doing our job, getting above, right to target. There we go. That's a good push, guys. Excellent. That's 130 pips now on the runner. Now, if you want to continue to run, if we close with blue volume above the yellow line, this might be a structural bar closing above these bars right here. And maybe we could cut this bar in half, find a point of control of this and build off of it. But it could get rejected right at that yellow line. So profit-wise, this is where you're going to do something. I'm going to close my entire trade here, okay? Because that's yellow to yellow tape. You know, like when I'm a tape-to-tape trader. Yellow to yellow tape. I've done my job. I'm closing out my entire trade. Trade is closed. That's good enough for me. That's my daily goal. Adam, do I think indicators are useful? Sure, yes. If you know what you're looking for and if you know how to utilize them, absolutely. I'm not going to knock indicators. But I don't think you should buy and sell just off of indicators. Did you see what I did? I did a top-down analysis, just the candlesticks. After I had my entire line set up, then I added a 9 EMA. Then I added the 200. Then I added the daily bar indicator to help me understand what's going on. But I didn't just start trading with the indicators and just follow the indicators. I add them to complement my analysis for confluence. That's my best answer I can give you. But I'm not one of those traders say, I'm just a price action trader, all indicators are garbage. No, there's great indicators out there. There's ATR indicator, there's Bollinger Bands for volatility, there's MACD for trend, there's RSI for overbought, oversold conditions, there's the EMAs, there's fantastic indicators, but you got to know what each one is used for, okay? Why is that my target? Because that's my target. It's 130 pips. I've hit my daily goal. That's it. Why do I have to explain this to you? It's my target. Maybe it's not your target. If you get your target, I'm not going to ask you, why is it your target? It's your target. I have my own trading plan to what I trade to. My plan is from if I hit yellow tape to yellow tape. I'm a tape-to-tape trader. That's a daily point of interest fill to the next daily point of interest fill. That's what I look for. Okay, I know some of you are going to say, well, Ron, you're missing out on additional pips. Okay, I've had the story where it came up, you guys remember last week where it came up 160 pips, tapped, and it came right back down and hit my break even, and I was scratching my head saying, I'm not a greedy person. I'm very humble when I trade because greed will destroy you in trading. Your uncle will tell you that firsthand. Okay, I'm a scalper. I'm not looking to hold this gold trade till tomorrow morning or later tonight. That's it. I can wrap up the call right now and be done and go do homework with my kids. But I like yapping with you guys. Okay? So hit the likes, guys. Likes if you learned something from the trade. I'm not asking you if you made profit. I'm just asking you if you understood the assignment, why I was looking for buys at that particular time, and how I controlled my risk. That's it. If you understood that, hit the likes, subscribe to the channel, join us. That costs you nothing but a subscribe. You learned something. Hopefully you earned something. We had a great time. And we're not even in futures market open in the next 20 minutes. Okay. Do I need to continue to take a trade? No. Okay, guys. So I'm out of this trade. Sorry. I don't want to make it look like I'm still in this, but this trade is closed. Right there. 130 pips for me. So now what we're going to do is continue, right? Have we closed above or below this red box? Yes, yes, should be, the answer is yes. So what I do is red to green. Now, if you're looking for a pullback, you could wait for a pullback in the green zone, right? If it comes black, 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 it could now start gathering up, accumulating pending orders, pending buyers. that want to jump in, don't want to buy these highs. They want to get a pullback right there. It could come down there and go back up. It could come bypass this, close below, come in there, it's red again, and then we start dropping down. It's obviously better to buy as deeper as you can go in the depth of market, but sometimes the trade will not come down there, right? That's why you got to learn patience in trading. You got to wait it out. That's why we were talking about TradingView has 80% off Easter. You can add an alert. Like me, if I'm adding an alert at this purple line, I'm waiting for the market to retrace back down. Look, it hasn't traded in the point of control of that big bullish bar that started this big move. If it comes in there, 45.02, I will get an alert. And then it could be a buy. It could be a buy right up to there and then a sell. But I'm going to target an alert off of this purple line. Right click, add an alert, create it. I got it. So whether it comes down 30 minutes from now, 2 hours from now, or when I'm sleeping, I will get an alert. And that's how I patiently wait for a trade. My mind's a robot. Yes, I trade very robotic. I'm telling you guys, you got to trade very robotic in these markets. Why? Because I don't allow emotions to take over my trading. I don't get emotionally involved in my trade. I don't fear taking a trade. I'm not greedy in a trade. And I trade like a robot. Exactly like a professional AI or algorithm or HFT. I mimic that. Okay? And that's how I want you guys trading. Very robotic. Wait, get in a trade. If it meets your criteria, you have a solid risk management, and you understand, calculate the loss before you take the trade, then if you get stopped out, you already know you're going to lose $10, $20, $100, $1,000. And then you know, is that a lot of money I'm losing or it's okay? Okay. If I have a $100,000 account and I'm only risking $100 on a trade, if I lose that, I still have $99,900. I don't need to panic. But if I'm risking 50% of my entire $100,000 account and I could risk losing half of it, yeah, I'm probably going to shit my pants. If I'm trading that like that. So proper risk management, guys, because you're going to take losses. You're going to get stopped out. That's how markets move. Okay. So now we're retracing all the way back up to the top where we got rejected, possibly could come in there and get rejected again. Okay. But if we break for a new high and close above there, we could turn this red zone into green and possibly fill the wick to the daily high and break out the bullish candle. Like if you look at the daily candle, remember what we're saying? How the daily candle is building? So remember when it was just that small little doji in between these purple lines? We basically bought I almost bought the lowest point of the daily candle. And now it's flipping into a daily bullish pin bar. This thing could continue driving to the daily high and continue driving, up to 45.36 tonight. But we still have a lot of resistance. Not easy to just break and go through all of this resistance. But we got the move, right? I'm not in this. I would love to have been, but I don't play the would've, should've, could've trading game. I trade to make money. I trade to execute. I trade to extrapolate money from the markets and put it in my pocket. I don't trade to what ifs, ands, and buts, or I could have done this, I could have done that. That doesn't pay my bills. I don't get paid by saying, what if it did this? What if it did that? I pay my bills by getting money, putting it in my pocket, and paying my bills. That's what a trader's mindset is. I'm not here for streaming. I love that you guys subscribe to the channel. I love that you guys like the channel, but my brain is a trader's brain. So I trade to make money, guys. I don't know about you guys. When I make my money, I'm a happy person, and I look to do it again the next day. Same routine, same shit, different day. Kyle, what's my opinion on R&R? Because sometimes I struggle. I don't focus too much on R&R. I focus on structure, guys. Okay. So I'm telling you the honest to God truth. Normally, when you see me as a scalper, I'm looking for at least a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-2. I know someone's going to say, well, Ron, that's shitty R&R. Okay. But I used to trade. When I learned how to trade, everyone told me, Ron, you got to trade for a 1-to-5. Got to bet $10 to make 50. I said, okay, bet. So I used to trade like that. Then I used to notice it would go up 30 pips, $30. And I was waiting for that 5-hour reward, and it would come all the way right back down to where I entered. I didn't have a break even, and then it hit my stop loss. So then I started after a couple of years saying, what the hell? Do you know how much money I left on the table? Because I was following some guy that told me I have to trade to a 1-to-5. Why? Why do I have to do that? That's his rules, not mine. So then when I started trading as a scalper, 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, that's perfect. Get my money and get out. Then I learned over time, instead of closing the whole trade, close 80%, leave 20% running, what I just did there. And that works for me. I know it won't work for 1 to 5, 1 to 10 reward traders, but you see how I started the trade. I initiated the trade right here, and I told you guys, my stop loss was below the daily point of interest, okay? And the wick. So if we measure, from there to there, initial stop loss was 65 pips, okay? And then when I saw it come down, I got in. I'm moving up to here, 40 pips in profit. I took my stop loss and I was below the wick. Remember I told you guys, if it comes all the way back down, I'm gonna lose 13 pips. That's fuck all, okay? 13 pips. And then as soon as it started to break, I went to a break even. So in me just trading with a R&R, I don't trade like that. Remember, I trade structure. So I base my TPs, I base my trailing stops, I base my stop losses, how the market is moving off of this structure. And then I measure it. Right now, there's not a lot of volume in the market. So, like a move, if we had this blue candle in New York, like let me just measure this blue candle. It was 80 pips. If we had that same size blue candle in Comex or New York, that would have been 150 pips, easy, or 200. So, but right now it's a different type of volume, okay? But long story short, I don't really pay attention too much to if you're trading a 1 to 5, a 1 to 10, you got to do it like that. There's no cookie cutter approach to trading. Do what works best for you, Kyle, and if it works, stick to it. Who gives a shit what I say? Who gives a shit what your neighbor says? Who cares what that guy on YouTube says? Who cares what this guy says? Because that works for them might not work for you. I'm just honest and telling you the honest God truth. I don't want you guys to trade like me because some of you guys will not be successful trading like me, okay? It works for my style. That's it. That's all I can say. We got to figure out what works for you, okay? So we came up to this red zone. Still sellers there pushing it down. But that's a big blue structural bar that closed above. So simply, guys, cut that thing in half. You could find a POC off of this bar, and we'll see if it can continue to hold up. If it does, we could be targeting the daily purple high right there. So you see how I figured out the zone? Why did I do it on this bar? Why not this one? Because this one broke out impulsively, but closed down here. It didn't engulf anything. Okay, still closed below the daily point of interest. This blue bar came all the way to the high and closed. See how it closed above these bodies and those bodies? That's what I talk about. It's a structural candle, right? And you see the body of volume? The red line right there, body, wick. It's basically cutting the candle in half at 50%. So you see how we're coming now back down into it? Now I want to see like if a wick will reject out of here. Then it shows me that there's pending buyers still inside here, accumulating to continue to hold this move from breaking down and to continue to build it just like here, how, like flag at this area and hold. Yes, it could break, but we have a trend line, we have a daily point of interest, and we still have a 9 EMA above us. So there's the wick exactly there it is. Guys, okay, so it came right in there. So what that's telling me, I know it's a nice wick, right? Exactly. But what is happening? Like in a depth of market, those buyers that wanted to buy this high said, no, I don't want to buy FOMO. They positioned a pending order right in that point of control. They patiently waited and they got filled and they are directly right into profit. Okay. I know some of you guys will say it's only 25 pips, but that's what scalpers do. These are scalpers. These are not Mickey Mouse traders. These are scalpers on the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. That's what they look for. A trade is open and closed instantaneously. Get filled, go right up to 25, 30 pips of profit or 50, close the trade. Sorry, I'm not sure why the camera just came in all the way because I moved my hands. I have an AI camera. Sorry, guys. But you guys understand why that point of control, fuck, I don't know how to do this with my fingers or what I did. Okay, there we go. I hate technology. I hate technology, okay? I hate it. I hate it. If I could trade with a piece of paper and a pen, I would be that guy doing that. I hate technology. Look at, so there's an example of exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Right there, Okay, and then now we're continuing with a bullish ignited candle, could possibly fill those wicks, and we're driving and could be filling the daily high. If you are still in this trade, I'm not in it, but for education, that's 200 pips now. Okay, and now we extend the zone into the future. Do you guys understand why patient, disciplined traders are making money and FOMO traders are losing money? Because they constantly buy the high and don't wait for a nice pullback at a proper location. Does it always work like this? Not always, but you see on this call, you see the zones. When that one closed below, I made it red. When it came in, got rejected, pushed down. That's verification it was red. When we came back up, we closed inside of it. I said, wait till we close above it. And then you see when we broke, there was a wick and wick just below it, so that box still held. Now that bar was a structural bar, cutting it in half, finding point of control, and there it is, continuing to run. So remember what I said? Those buyers bought with zero drawdown, they could be up 60 pips right now, closing the trade, whatever their goal is. Every scalper trade's different, okay? Guys, I'm trying to break this down to you, because if I did this to you, like, back testing, or I could do a YouTube call and say, hey guys, here's a structural bar that closed above, we should be doing this, grab your point of control, do this, cut it in half, right? Go into the future. You guys would say, and then say, look, guys, we should have bought that candle, right? That's what 99% of YouTube traders do. They cherry pick. They cherry pick and say, you should have done this, you could have done that, right? I don't do that shit. I show you how to do this live. I'm breaking it down for you guys, I'll do the work for you guys. I'll be your leading indicator. I'll break it down. Yes, I do like to take trades too in a live environment. Absolutely. But I also want to teach you this shit. Okay. Remember what I said to that guy who just said, should we buy, sell, buy, sell? I said, you'll learn more in life when you learn how to trade as opposed to just begging people buy or sell, right? What happens if I'm not here anymore and no, I'm not here to teach you? So guys, education takes you farther in life. You should have a drive to learn knowledge. You'll have some power that you can control your life. Okay. I'm not doing this to be show off. I'm not doing it to be cool. Just telling you guys as an uncle, like you guys are family to me. Guys, education will take you further in life possible. Keep learning. Every candle is a learning experience. It doesn't matter how much experience you have. Some of you guys have 5 years, 13 years, 20 years. Every candle is a new candle, right? Donald Trump could fart right now, and then we get a big black candle coming down. Then we got to learn why Donald Trump farted at just right before 5 minutes before the futures market opened up. Then we got to learn why Donald Trump farts right before a specific session and follow that volume. Okay. And did we break that red zone? Yes. Did we close with volume above? No. So there's still sellers pushing it down. Now we're coming right back into that green zone. But if it creates the new low, we could come down. So it got another wick, exact location. So that's showing me now there's buyers still in that zone, but we still have black volume. So we got to, work our way back up 90 seconds. And then whether we like it or not, we're 6 minutes away from the futures market, 8 p.m. Okay. Whether you're in a buy or sell, there's going to be volatility. So this is where you got to think. If you're still holding buys, should I be doing something? Absolutely. This is where you should be controlling your risk. You shouldn't be holding a trade like this with still an open stop loss. If you are, you're a gambler, okay? If you go up in a trade 100, 150, 200 pips, and you still have an open stop loss, the market makers are just, they're licking their chops to come after you, okay? And so if you take a trade, guys, just like it should be like a Bible, you follow it. If you go up in a trade 100, 150, 200, 300, 500 pips, there's no way you should be sitting with an open stop loss. It's mind-boggling when some of you guys are messaging me saying, Ron, I was up 300, 500 pips, and I got stopped out 200 pips. And I'm just like, I'm like, it takes me 20 minutes to understand what I just read. I'm thinking, how is this even possible? What were you doing? Like, what would possess you to do that? So you got to have some sort of rules, guys. Trading is rules-based. Have rules. Okay, so we could flag in here. Yes, they could come back down. Could be a big wick coming back up, or it's just black bars coming down. Still, if you're in buys, you still have to understand this is a big red box here. Okay, so it could come right back down. Nothing is guaranteed in trading, right? This is still sellers here. We came all the way up there, and these could be bigger sellers, just like there was big buyers down here. These could be big sellers now pushing it all the way right back down. So now it's coming down. Look, it closed right below, ignited, short wick. There's your pop and your drop coming in. Maybe will it retest this? Will it close below here? And then I just trade off of these zones all day, all night if I have to. Okay, so if you didn't do any, and I don't want to be that guy and say, if you didn't do anything at that red box, it's coming down. Okay, this is also for learning. And learn how much money you're giving away to the market. You're giving 120 pips back to the market for no reason. That could have been tomorrow's daily goal. You just gave back to the market for no reason. It's up to you, like, right? It's up to you. But someone will say, okay, Ron, if I'm still holding it, it could go higher. Absolutely. But I could have the same conversation with you and say, it could come all the way right back down here, right? Markets move up, down, up, could come back down. But what we look for is it building higher lows. You know, if I have a lot of red lines, you can clean up your chart, right? You don't need to have all of these lines everywhere. I want to keep it there at that one. I want to keep it at that one. But does that help, guys? Kyle, no problem. It's 1 a.m. GMT. I know. Get some rest, buds. Get some sleep. Guys, did today's session help you? I love Tokyo sessions. I love them because all it takes is 30 minutes, 1 hour. You could come in, pip, and dip out of the markets. And you still have the evening to yourself with your family if you live in North America here. If you're in Europe, I know it's midnight, 1 a.m., but it's a good time to make some money and go to sleep. But it's all up to you, guys. So let's just watch the futures market open. I'm just going to stick around maybe another 10 minutes. And then I got a few things to do tonight. We came in our session. We did what we had to do. And hopefully we learned. Okay. My main objective is that we learn. If we can earn on the call, that's a bonus. That's great. But okay, so now we're coming right back down. Do I like to take a trade 1 or 2 or 3 minutes right before futures? No. If I'm not in a trade, I know it's coming down. Someone says, well, Ron, we're coming down to a green box. I don't care because I know that there's bigger volume coming in 2 or 3 minutes. So I'll wait for futures market to open up. It's the same with if you're trading Wall Street. Do you take a trade 1 or 2 minutes right before Wall Street? Do you take a trade 1 or 2 minutes before COMEX? Do you take a trade 1 or 2 minutes before London market open? Do you take a trade 1 or 2 minutes before FOMC? Do you take a trade 1 or 2 minutes before NFP? Hopefully the answer is no. But so why would we just take a trade right now, 1 minute, 2 minutes right before futures market, just because it's coming to a zone? You got to understand volume and volatility is coming in. We could buy, and what if it's just a big black candle that they just dropped through? Okay, I understand. Yes, if you bought and it's a big blue candle going in your direction, but you don't want to get in the habit of just trading like that. Okay, sometimes you're in a trade and you're going into an open session. There's nothing you can do. Sometimes I'm in a trade, I buy at 750 and I'm still in the trade going into the futures. Nothing I can do. So I just manage my risk. But when I'm not in a trade, do I look to take a trade 1 or 2 minutes right before an open session or a big market? No. I wouldn't do that with any other session or high impact news. That's just rules based, right? Oh, Christoph, it's 3 a.m. where you're at. I know it's not easy. It's not easy, Christoph. But this is the way the cookie crumbles for futures market. I know for you guys in Europe, it's like really late for you guys. Okay, so what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking for futures? Are we going to continue going up bullish and test today's high? Or you think sellers are going to continue to bring this thing down? Okay, so what we're seeing is we're holding the bigger green box at the daily, and we're holding this bigger zone right below the highest point of the day. Okay, yes, we could bounce like a ping pong in between these zones. These are more like scalp zones, but if you want to open it back up, get rid of that zone, get rid of this, and then play your bigger zones, right? We're still holding this one. Okay, so we came down, we got a wick coming back up, closing in 15 seconds. Can I do Tokyo daily? We do. 1 or 2 weeks are all Tokyo. Then we switch over to some New York sessions. But for this week, it's all Tokyo. Just subscribe to this channel and join us. If you guys want to see Sundays, we do our trading schedule for the week. So if you come in, I'm not going to show it right now, but I'll show it after the call. Come to our website, look at the live sessions, and you'll see exactly what sessions we're trading. Okay, so we open bearish ignited. We know that bearish ignited is selling pressure. Okay, so it could continue to come down, but the wick is still holding this green zone. Could come down higher low, break bullish, come back up. It could come in here, go back down. It could consolidate here. What I would be looking for more so, if I was going to continue trading later tonight, is look for blue volume to break, maybe close above there, maybe physically retest this, and look to break for a new daily high, right? Or if the sellers can continue to bring it down here, retest this, which hasn't, maybe close, then buyers bring it right back up, and this is a red zone, and then we push back down and see if this holds, it could come up. If it breaks, we got a new drop. So I would place an alert here, and maybe like at this purple line, at the purple lines, place alerts. I already have one at this purple line. I could add one at this purple line. I could walk away from my computer right now and let this volume do whatever the hell it wants to do. And I wait for, see what happens. If it breaks out, I'm not buying FOMO. I could buy a pullback, just like, you know, this. If it breaks down bearish, I'm not selling low. I could sell at a premium, right? Learn not to just jump in because you get excited and it's a blue candle, or you sell right away because it's a black candle. Guys, you will be so much more profitable and consistent if you can learn to continue to wait for the volume to come up to a sell zone and sell the sell zone, and wait for it to come down to a green buy zone and buy the buy zone. If you don't like trading this inside volume, don't trade it, okay? Look for good setups, right? So it retested, still holding, did not break that, coming back up. Now we got a nice bullish candle coming out of futures. 3 more minutes to go. Yes, it could now, this could be our bar that closes above, that we are gonna change this red zone momentarily to green. Might be ready for continuation buy and break out our daily high and continue to go. What time is it in Canada for us, Nicholas? It's 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Right in the evening for us. You've subscribed, but how do you know when we're live? Guys, okay, real quickly. Oh my God, we got a daily high breakout, but it's closing in 2 minutes. We'll follow. Holy shit, okay? So build right out of here. Come to our website real quick, right over here. Website, see here, live sessions. So this is stocksnipertrading.com. This is our live sessions. So you see Dave is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Us, we are live Tokyo. This is local time, okay? My local time, 6:30 p.m. When you come here, it'll be in your local time, okay? So that's the sessions. Every Sunday we release that, okay? Wow, okay? I always have to call just before I go, is anybody still holding the buy? Because if you are, I just want to say God bless. That's a 300 pip move. Nicholas, what, Ron, you caught that? You bought the futures open? Nice. If you waited, pull back. Excellent. That's not bad. Tyler, you're still holding it. Congrats, bro. Amazing. Guys, I got out, you guys know, earlier, but had I held, who knows? But fantastic, guys. One thing I just want to mention, guys, if anyone is interested in learning stock and options, we're going to run a 5-day boot camp, Monday to Friday. We added an additional 6-day to clean up everything on a Saturday. It's 6 days, okay? Each day will be minimum 2, 3, maybe 4 hours, okay? Breaking down stock and options. You will also get a membership with us, okay? A 3-month premium plan over here, okay? I want to just show you what is in it, okay? So you know, you get all of this stuff. Main stuff is you get all of this and all of that. You get all of our live sessions. You get all the indicators that we have. You get to be part of the Discord. You get to have all the education on the website. You get to join our 5-6 day boot camp. And you also get a one-on-one with me for 90 minutes or 2 hours. Ron likes to yap. It might go longer. You get to know me. I get to know you. We can come up with a trading plan, or you just talk to me. and you tell me, Ron, I'm struggling with this, or I'm doing great with this. Can you break down this? Can you tell me more about this? It can be anything. It doesn't have to be about stock and options. It can be about Forex. It can be about anything trading related. And we'll have a good conversation. So that will all be included. It's like a $1,200 value, and we've set it at $500. And that includes the one-on-one 6-day boot camp, stock and options, and everything we offer. And it's early people sign up. We're not doing it till 4/20 is my favorite number, April 20th. We're all going to smoke a joint on that day, and that's when we're starting the boot camp. And if you sign up now, you'll get an additional 1 or 2 or 3 weeks leading up to April 20th. We won't start that 3 months until after the boot camp. So you're basically getting 4 months. With not just myself, but Dave in the New York sessions and all of the snipers in the Discord over here. You get to trade with all of these amazing traders, okay? Now, did this blue volume close above this red zone? Continue going through the motions. Yes, it did. Green zone, okay? Look at how the candle opened up. Learn, guys, okay? See how it's got a little tiny wick, and it should have open blue and continue fill. So they're shutting it down right now, bringing it down, okay? If it comes all the way down there, you can buy the green box. But right now, I'm sure it just came into 50% of this big volume and the point of control of this big structural candle. How do I know that? Because you grab your Fibonacci tool and you drag it from the opening price to the closing price. Where's 50%? There it is. Where's the POC of this big futures bar? It just came right into it. And again, it's got a wick right in it, coming right back out of it, okay? If it continues to come up blue, 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 you got a tiny wick, you're gonna have a pop and a continuation. Then you just look, where could it continue to fill? Above here, fill that wick. You're coming up to 4530, and then you're gonna trade possibly right back up to your next daily point of interest is 4536 tonight. How did we get that? Remember our daily bar? Go to the daily real quick. Remember from our top-down analysis, so we flipped the daily candle bullish so far. Remember, it's still early, still 22 hours to go, but now we're filling. Remember what I said? That wick right there on Monday, March 23, right there, okay? If it continues to come up there, it could continue filling this wick. Thursday, March 26, coming up to 4545. If it continues to fill, we're filling Friday's wick. Friday's high, 4555. If it continues to go, then we're filling yesterday's wick right up to that big POC of that big bear daily candle, right back up to 4575, okay? And that's where it could come up and go right back down, unless it comes up with momentum. And again, you got boxes, you got wicks to fill, same shit we do on the 5 minutes, you can do on the higher time frames as well, okay? Guys, I had a good session. I hope you guys had a good session learning. That's it for me. I got to go help my kids with their homework. I got to do some grade 3-4 math, just like how we got to learn how to do some simple mathematics and on these calls. And thank you guys. Please subscribe to the channel, like the channel. Oh, guys, one other thing. On Saturday morning at 10 a.m., I'm going to do a live webinar, okay? Join us if you can. It's going to be talking about ignited candles. It's going to be about 30 to 45 minutes maximum. Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. Join us. It will be live, and it will keep it on the website. I want to make a little playlist with you guys. If you visit our website, remember that Wednesday webinar we did for 3 hours explaining exactly how to do a top-down analysis we did on gold and GBP USD. I taught you about POIs, POCs, and how to use the Fibonacci to find the point of controls. So that was a good breakdown of everything. Now I want to start a little series for everyone to learn individual candlesticks, to learn what are wicks, what are bodies, why are ignited candles open, what's a 3-bar play, what's a FU candle, how do I identify support area, how do I figure out a red zone, shit like that. And we're going to work together. And I want to do this for everyone on YouTube, but we have more intense stuff that we do with SST, but I want to give you guys a good introductory framework for YouTube for free and enjoy it. But I would love if you guys would join me on a Saturday morning, and we have a good session together. It'll be quick, 30 minutes, maximum 45 minutes. We're going to come in, learn, and get in and out. We're not trading. The market's closed. We can we can go, this is more back testing. We can do a live security Bitcoin that's moving, whatever it is. But I want to teach you guys, okay? There'll be theory and a little bit of practical, okay? Guys, I'm out. Okay, I'm done yapping. Yep, that's it for me, Tony. All done yapping. Hopefully you guys dipped. That's the main goal. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. But join, guys. If you come to the website, you can sign up for that everything. That new promo we have, Stock and Options Bootcamp. Basically 4 months premium with SSD, getting everything. Trade indicators, signals, live sessions, Discord, all the education, everything we offer here, and a one-on-one with myself for like 2 hours, okay? Limited to how many people, okay? Because I can't do that many one-on-ones, but it's limited. And to all of our lifetimers, we love you guys. You guys are already enrolled, 100%. And if you guys want a one-on-one with me, just let me get through the boot camp first, these guys, and then you guys just message me and you guys are awarded your one-on-one and we can go over anything. So you guys have everything with us. We told you that from day one, and you guys are grandfathered in with us. Some of you guys are still in that $1 a day. So I hope that $1 a day, you know, when I said that coffee, less than a cup of coffee. So right now with inflation, coffee is more than $2. So you guys are getting good value for your $1 a day. Okay. So, and we honor system, we stick to that. Okay, guys. Yes. W for the yapper. Yapper is done. And I'm out, guys. Thank you. I had a blessed session. Hopefully you guys learned, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Join Dave. Have a good day, guys. Remember, tomorrow I believe is Jolt's job openings. Okay. I believe it's Tuesday. Let me just double check. We got the Jolts. Yes, we do. 10 a.m. Jolts. Okay. So the job openings are coming out tomorrow. High impact at 10 a.m. Be careful trading at that time. Right when Wall Street market opens, 10 a.m. Jolts job openings. Okay. And always pay attention, Donald Trump. You want a leading indicator? Follow this man on Truth Social or whatever it is. And follow this man because he moves the markets up and down whenever he wants. Okay. But have a good day, guys. Thank you. Join the free Telegram. It's pinned at the top of YouTube. All of our links to everything, the free blogs. There's that free blog, Anatomy of a Candlestick, Ignited Open. Read it, guys. Go to more blogs, and there it is. These candles look mighty familiar, so you got to know what these are. Remember that opening balance, guys. Remember the candle that I took that buy on? It came right down to the opening balance, and my stop loss was just below the wick, 13 pips. And then when it came down there, it picked up another order at the opening balance, and that's what took us to where we're at. Guys, please understand that. You remember this bar, it came up, and then remember it came back down. My stop loss was just below that wick. As soon as it came to that opening balance, exactly 4498.5, it filled back up, and that took us to where it went to. Basically, when it picked up that last order at the opening balance. So learn, what are these candles? Like an inverted hammer. This candle was bullish, ignited at open. Let's say this was a 5-minute candle. It came up. This was bullish, found resistance, sellers, pushed it back down, and closed it right there. We're still holding that bullish volume, that opening. So it could continue to be bullish and continue to drive up that wick and continue to go. If it breaks this, it might come down, catch a small wick, and come right back up and go back and fill that wick. So know your candles. That's that 50-50 spin top, neutral. This is your candle that opened, slight bearish, came and closed, cut that bar in half. Maybe if it comes back down, you're retesting, catch a wick and continue. That's a short wick, could continue filling. This is a hammer candle. It opened right here. It was bearish. So if this was a 5-minute candle, it came down. It was a black candle, bearish. Let's say there was 2 minutes left in it. It found support, picked up some pending orders, and then it came back up. So it was a black candle. It's pushing that black candle. Then it flipped, and now it's a bullish hammer, ready to maybe continue that momentum into the next bar. This is Scalpers 101. This is your basics to learn. You got to know this. And the exact opposite is the bearish one. This is a hammer. The exact opposite is a shooting star. This is the same. Spin tops are the same. And this is what we call an inverted hammer. And the opposite is called a hanging man. So you're going to hear me saying those terminology. And these are your candlesticks to know. Okay? Learn from this blog, guys. I promise you, you learn those, and it will take you a little further in trading. Will help you understand everything that's what's going on this chart. Okay, guys? Thank you, guys. That's it. I'm done yapping. Have a good day. God bless. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Amazing, guys. Have a good day. Guys on Zoom, have a great day. Join Dave tomorrow morning. Careful in that Jolt's jaw. Have a good day. Reminder, it's NFP Friday. Please trade very proper risk management this week, okay? And the month of March is going to close and we're starting April very soon, okay? Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Take care, Justin, Christoph, Tony, Diane, Nicholas. Have a good night. Get some sleep.
Recording stopped.
It's right this way.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Never Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.